Hey everyone, Dr. John Utley here, and I wanted to share with you a couple of things that happened on Monday night and also to prepare you kind of for Chapter 2 for our next Meet the Possum group. Okay, so for Monday night, we met at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and we're going to do that every week. So if you live in Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, we'll be meeting at 6 o'clock. And if you live in Florida or in Indiana, we'll meet at 7 o'clock. Other places, Eastern Time 7, Central Time 6 o'clock. But we'd love to see you and bring somebody with you. We have new people joining us for chapter number 2, and I'm excited about that because we have more people, which means more lives are going to be changed based on the teaching that we're going to be doing. So I'm excited about that part. So Monday night, I did something. I shared a matrix that was a mistake. I should have shared a matrix that I'm sending to you by email. So if you're a part of the Eat the Possum group, and you are because you're getting this email or this video, you're also going to get an email that will have that information on it, along with the Arkansas possum pie that you can fix for Memorial Day. How about that? If you haven't got that, you can download that and fix it for your family. And if you want the sugar-free version of that, we can do that for you as well. Okay, so it's great. So we'd love for you to get that. Like I said, if you're a part of the Eat the Possum group, you're going to get that automatically. Now, if you've not signed the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement, you must sign that in order to get the information. Now, I trust all of you, but our legal people at Cotton House Press require us to do an NDA with everyone that is getting a pre-published copy of our book and all of our information. So we really need for you to fill that information out. Sign it is all you have to do, and you e-sign it on your computer or on your tablet. But if you haven't done that yet, you've got to do it in order to get Chapter 2. And for those that have not done it yet, Chapter 1. And you can read those and get that material free of charge. It doesn't cost anything, but this is required by our publishing company. So anyway, I wanted to share with you real quick a couple things that I think are very vital for you, and that is from Monday night. Monday night, we talked about the reason why I wrote the book, Eat the Possum, and how doing the hard things in your life can set you up for success for future things. And we'll talk how to do those, but identifying your hard thing is going to be a key to that. But also understanding a little bit about yourself is a part of that. Like we talked about personal resilience on Monday night in our group. Personal resilience is the ability to bounce back after this gut punch, after this hard thing that you faced in your life, and bouncing back. It can be a divorce, it can be a financial setback, it can be whatever. But the ability to bounce back is going to play a part in your ability to stand in front of those big giants in your future. And how you face those things is probably going to look back at how you dealt with what happened in the past. Now, if your bounce back is not very good right now, that's no problem, because we'll be talking about that and how to make that a successful thing for you in your life. Okay. So that, and then change management, also that's the ability to adapt to situations. And we're going to teach you how to adapt to this situation that is going to help you to change whatever it is you're wanting to change in your life. That possum that you need to eat is probably going to be it's going to be a mindset where you change your mind from I can't, or I haven't been able to in the past, to this thought, with God's help I can overcome this. And it's not just God doing all the work either. It's you partnering with God through these principles that are going to help you to be successful. So we have personal resilience, we have change management, we also have emotional intelligence, which is very vital to the process, because sometimes those difficult things that happen in our life really affect us in such a way that they emotionally damage us. And they keep us from being able to be honest about the way we feel about things. And especially people that have been wounded, how that plays a part in your future success or failure. How you've dealt with that or not dealt with it may hinder your progress. And we'll talk about that through that as well. But emotional intelligence is a part of it. And then also setting goals. Setting goals, short-term and long-term goals, is a part of this process. But we give you all the tools so that these goals are not just unobtainable, but they're also something that you can see and you can experience great victory in. Okay, so those 4 things is what we talked about, and I gave you a matrix that was premature. That one is coming later. The one I meant to give you Monday night is going to be in the email that I send out that is attached to this video, And it is a matrix that helps you to understand the connection between your personality type and your obstacle or your possum. Okay? Because everybody is different. God hardwired us in a different way. We also have to approach our problems in a different way, and so that we focus on who we are and what God is doing in us and through us, but we also face that thing based on us. So really, Eat the Possum in this group is going to be tailor-made to you. It's going to be tailor-made to who you are and how God hardwired you. The experiences you've had, who you are, your personality type are all going to come together along with the power of God to be able to help you to overcome whatever you're facing. So what I want you to do is going to be attached to the email as well. Just download that PDF file of the matrix that will help you to be able to understand your personality type. Look at the personality type and just understand what it says about you for your personality type. It's got descriptives and everything on it. Now, the one thing about this particular thing is that sometimes we're not multiple personality kind of thing, but some of them there may be several things that apply to you. So just take the ones that apply to you, even if it's more than one, and look at the problems that you have with it, and the matrix will show you how to mitigate those problems. Okay, so some of the obstacles, but also some of the opportunities. So you'll see that in the matrix, and we'll talk about that when we get together on June the 3rd for our next group for Chapter 2. Now, the great thing about Chapter 2 is that we are going to be diving into the deeper issue. So sometimes when we're facing a trial, we're facing an obstacle, we think on the surface level we know what it is. Like, for example, maybe losing weight. But the reason we've been unsuccessful in the past is not because we're on the wrong diet necessarily, because what I've known is a lot of people have tried a lot of diets and have been unsuccessful, but they didn't factor in some very important things to factor in, and one thing is your personality type, who you are, how God has hardwired you. And that plays a part in how you look at it, but also that underlying issue may be the other part of it. It's hidden. You may think the problem is that you have the wrong diet, but the problem may be that the reason why you're eating more and the reason you're not exercising has nothing to do with the lack of desire. It has to do with your personality type and how to overcome that. Okay, but we're going to look at the deeper issue. So let's say for losing weight, if it may be an emotional eating that you're doing, you're eating to calm your heart or calm your anxiety or whatever, it becomes more like a medicine or a coping mechanism rather than nourishment. And if that's the case, then you may never satisfy that hurt or that anxiety or whatever simply because food is not meant for that. It's meant to nourish your body. Now, there are certain foods that we can eat, of course, that do help with that, but you're not going to find those in most diets. So what I'm saying is that there may be an underlying issue, and we're going to talk about that next time, and we'll give you the tools to find the root cause in chapter number 2 in the workbook. Okay, so I'm excited about this. I want you to join us. It's not too late to invite people. We have new people coming on this in chapter 2, which is just fine because chapter 1 lays the foundation for Eat the Possum, which is vital for you to read. So do that. Get ready for chapter 2. Read chapter 2. You'll get that later this week. You won't get it today. You'll get it later this week. But read it. Do the workbook personal part of it, and then get ready for what's next, because I believe God's going to set us up for good things. We will go no longer than an hour and a half, okay? So we look forward to seeing you then on June the 3rd. If you have any questions, please email me. But until then, y'all have a blessed week.